So yeah, quick recap for last session. Not a lot of things happened. You guys continued to fight the monsters that you encountered in the week prior, eventually discovering within the church inside the town a dimensional portal, or planar portal, I guess, through which these things were coming. And eventually you guys traced the source back to a candle that was sitting on one of the tables there, and destroyed the candle, closing the portal and stopping the influx of these aberrant monsters. You guys finished off the rest of the monsters and had a little chat with the townsfolk, who were relatively clueless about any of these goings on. You guys decided to finish your night's rest inside the church, boarded up, alarmed, with all the townsfolk inside, and that is where we pick up.
Oh, there we go.
So
everything.
Yeah.
All the corpses.
No one cleaned up.
Well, why would they clean it up?
Where would Shiv usually clean and buries everybody?
Oh, well, just stop it.
You're still limited by your token sight, right?
I see a whole map,
Oh, I
but I
see
can't
it.
see in
Me
the
too.
building. I can't see in the if that. I don't know.
I
if
see.
those two.
I see everything in the building and everything outside the building.
I do too.
Like,
Also.
Like these are all just roofs, though. Like it's not like
Yeah.
Right, that's not...
I should be in here though. I don't know why
What?
I'm not there. Why am I like stuck outside the door? When everyone else is in there.
Hang on.
Oh, not yet. Too soon.
Okay, we're gonna do this because apparently the dynamic lighting is broken on that map.
Typical.
It's like 2020.
I don't know how that happened. I thought it was working before. When 2 weeks ago, when you were exploring Willrose, did you have full sight of the entire buildings?
You know what? In the daytime, I did.
Oh, how about now?
Oh, there we go. We'll
There we
No.
go.
Now I
In the
don't see
nighttime, I did not. In the daytime, I did.
How the
Maybe
heck
that's
did
what
that
happened. You
get
have a day
unchecked?
map and a night map.
I'm still
No, I
curious why I'm
do.
stuck outside the door, but
Yeah.
I can now only see in this room.
I can see nothing. If you could shift ping, I'm moving around. Thank you.
All right. So the morning comes. Erixis, you awaken alone. No one seems to be around. The hut has vanished, and the only thing remaining with you is a few of these creatures' bodies that seem to be decaying.
I stand up.
I know where everybody is because I saw through the map already.
Oh,
stand up.
game.
I stand up and stretch, and I kind of like look at myself, and I realize that I'm a little bigger. I just feel stronger, and I conjure my giant mallet, my maul, in my right hand. And there's just this massive warhammer clutched in my hand, and I say, "Good morning, world." And I just start walking around whistling, casually moving towards the church door, and I knock.
The door.
Hello?
The door opens freely.
Surprise!
Yay!
Surprise!
Hooray!
I shoot firebolt right over his head.
Pyrotechnics, fireworks, tidal wave, and in the fireworks you see the words "Happy Birthday."
Erixis is beside himself with joy.
And Valerian just stabs him in the back.
Was there
Oh, you're right.
Is he surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Surprise attack. Roll assassinate.
Exactly. He would have been surprised, but you know what happened. Gabe ruined the surprise. No, I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
I didn't ruin anything.
no,
Roll
I'm only
20 ruined
No,
it.
you did not.
That will be what saves his life. That's why you did it, right? You didn't want him to roll surprise.
Well, I'm surprised that Laren didn't chicken out and run away.
But Will will roll birthday punches though.
No.
We'll roll. What are you?
Oh.
33, right? Yeah,
I think
young
the
man.
12 misses anyway.
12
right?
misses.
Yeah, even with the crit.
Wait, how do you crit on a? I don't understand this.
If he hits, he crits.
Yeah, this estimates it. Exactly.
Yeah. No.
I'm
12.
gonna take a guess at Adam's age here.
I'm not 168. No.
No, I rolled 42.
No, you're off. Yeah,
Come on, am I close?
Yeah. No. Well, what's close? You're plus or minus 5.
Oh, you're close
Right.
to my age, and we are not 42.
Wow, 47?
Right.
I said plus or minus 5.
I remember 42.
Yeah, so-
It was nice.
I didn't think you were. I thought you were
36.
around the same age as Lebo.
I'm the same age as Amanda.
Oh, I don't know how old Amanda is.
Yes, you
She
do.
was a kid. She's a baby.
Mike is the one who's the same age as Lebo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I hit on a few of them, and apparently 5 for good luck. So.
All right, take it.
Right, that was our little surprise birthday party for you.
I love it. Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
birthday.
Hooray!
Cheers.
I'm drinking.
As you should be.
I'm drinking.
I'm learning.
I'm learning. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
What's a diorama?
I love Ralph.
He's the best.
Nonetheless, if this was real, you would notice that Erixus is now roughly the size of Zorkrus at his standard. Somehow Erixus. Gabe, are we resolving the rest, or is this just like an extra scene?
Yeah, no, you're waking up. All of you have awoken after Ying's rest and
Awoke.
level up.
Will awoken in the other room. Forget these common folk.
Yeah, Erixus just kind of shambles in, and he's now just about 6 inches taller. As tall as Zorkrus. Just not quite jacked, but significantly larger than he used to be. And
He's
he's
been woken up.
Yeah,
Don't forget,
he's just-
you're one of the few people who have seen me. Everybody else really hasn't seen me too often. I think it's you and Amanda, and then everybody
Oh.
briefly when that guy turned off my spell.
so Erixus is now about 6'6".
Wow.
And just a big dude. And now he's like you said, he's carrying this giant warhammer maul that used to be huge is now kind of normal looking on him. But
That is growth.
he still sounds exactly the same. He says, "Good morning, everyone. It's not my birthday, but thank you. I truly appreciate it."
What happened to you? You had a growth spurt? You in puberty? What's going on with you?
What happened to you? Did you grow a brain cell?
Oh,
Yeah, almost.
Really though, Rexus, how'd you do it? Can you tell, little guy, how you did it?
So
okay.
Rich just kind of squats down, pats Rain on the head, and says, "Just listen to the music, little one. You'll hear it eventually."
Okay.
Will Rose pulls out his lute. This music?
Oh God, make it stop! It's awful. It's grinding on my ears. Yeah. Are all the townsfolk still alive, or did Filler murder them all in their sleep?
Yes.
Yes, they're dead or
I murdered some of them in their sleep.
The or is a key word.
Everyone still seems to be alive and healthy. A little curious about what's happening, though. They're still a bit bewildered by everything that's happened and aren't really sure where to go from here.
Peek out the window. Does everything look normal out there?
move into a haunted village. What do they think?
Yeah, looks
Yeah,
like
we
a
were
normal
shit
day.
monsters last night. It's the party.
All right. I'll move over to Samar and ask him. How was the rest in here? Was everything normal?
That's unrelated to your question, but he responds, yeah, we have a couple spare blankets and hard wooden pews, but I think we slept as well as could be.
So by any chance, did anybody here have a conversation about what the hell went on last night?
Of course. I can't say that we have any more answers for you than we did last night, though. It's amazing that this has happened, and I mean, assuming that this is the same thing that happened to the previous occupants here, I can't imagine how this happened twice.
Samar,
I don't know why it happened the first time, so.
Samar, have you noticed any random fires in the forest popping up?
We have seen deeper into the forest, a few columns of smoke here and there, but I can't say that I know anything about those either. We don't tend to travel too deep into the forest for the beasts and the clans of creatures that kind of have a mishappen ownership over random areas. You never know when you're gonna accidentally wander into somebody else's territory without even knowing.
Such as
the creatures. I mean, there's wild elves. The halflings in the forest tend to be a bit more docile, but I guess the wild elves are our biggest concern.
In which direction does smoke usually come out, do you see?
He kind of waves vaguely in this direction, and I guess you can't see the end of my arrow, but just says deeper into the forest. I don't know. We don't see too many, I would say, but occasionally there is a particularly thick column of black smoke that we assume is something burning deep in there.
Would that sound like what we saw when we were investigating the forest that time?
Smoldering dead people, right?
Yeah, that was probably on a much smaller scale too, just so given that it was a small pile of bodies. And what you know of what's been happening in the forest, that was also outside the forest, but what you know of that's been happening in the forest, it's been like whole towns and villages that have been burned.
Right, and that's what we came here for, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I do remember, didn't you say something about billowing smoke, or was that when we found that stockpile of bodies that was burned?
Yeah.
The pillar of smoke is what drew you to that pile of bodies.
Okay.
it's like there's an army of goblins, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one we ran up- Yeah.
All right, Samir. You guys should be safe now. Clean up these dead bodies. Our work here is done. I'm gonna leave.
If you're sure, I guess. How should we dispose of these? They look like they're already melting.
Alexis says, clean up these bodies. Our work here is done. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Starts walking towards the door.
Do we have to worry about these things like waking back up or anything? Or...
Give me a nature check.
Oh no.
Well, they look like they're decomposing, you said, right?
Oh no, says the druid to a nature check.
Well, there's the whole rolling thing.
Oh, no.
They look pretty dead. In your experience, dead things tend to not come back.
Place is safe. It's all good.
In
Wait
your
till next
experience.
level.
You would probably also would remember that Shin had determined that these were not undead already.
Right.
So they're probably not going to become undead at some point. Fortunately, you
Valerian
guys,
immediately regrets disposing of the ring.
I was going to say, fortunately, you don't have a certain ring with you.
Where is that ring?
Gone.
All right. Out of character question. We didn't get paid for anything yet, right?
I knew you were going to ask that.
No, you did not.
Okay, so Wilrose would definitely be like, and you know, would there be any likely compensation for our assistance here this week?
The risks that we took on.
Shane's walking away.
The brutal decimation.
I mean, last I checked, we were only here to guard you guys, and then all of a sudden, 27 monsters appeared out of a candle.
We really did go above and beyond.
we also
Wait.
we never figured out who placed the candle. We probably should at least go that far. We need to figure out this mystery. I feel like we never pull on strings. I'm being out of character here.
I mean, I was gonna ask Samar if he knows, like if anybody like here. I don't know. I mean, we could interrogate this whole
I think
place.
we
We
should
could
lock
just
the- I
slam
think
the
we
door
should lock
behind
the
us
door.
and be like,
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
No
I
one
say we
leaves.
lock the door and just start interrogating.
Let's just go.
I leave Shin outside. I lock the door. Bolt it.
Now you can't leave.
Good.
What's going on, guys?
Well, first things first, Samar says, yes, I almost forgot. And he, I'm afraid this is all we could gather from, I must admit, we took a little extra from those who are no longer with us. And he kind of looks sadly towards some of the bodies again. And he pulls out a rather large, heavy sack of coins and hands it to you.
So you're grave robbers, are you?
Make him guilty.
Inside, you find 441 gold.
Okay, 441. I wouldn't count it in after he gives me. I would just grab it and just put it in my satchel and.
Right, I'm just letting you know so you can
I'm just
divvy it up.
I'm just letting you know as well. I'm bowing to him and just say, thank you. But there is, one more order of business before we do leave. If you may take a step with me here, if I could just speak to you in private for a second. Obviously, the most important thing here is that this doesn't happen again. And as far as we can tell, and as far as you have told us, you didn't light the candle, and that candle did not look like that before we got here. So, of those who are alive, would you be willing and/or cooperative in us potentially, for lack of a better word, interrogating your population here?
Well, first of all, I'm a bit confused on why you're concerned on this happening again, given that you say that you've destroyed the source. But I feel as though interrogate is a bit of a strong word. I'm sure that nobody here would have an issue answering your questions willfully.
At this point, like, put his arm around Samar and just say, "Listen, I told you we destroyed the source. We still have no idea who put the source where it was. Was it you?"
Exactly. And,
It was
we have
not me.
a few pretty highly skilled magic users here that have investigated the source, and this appears to be something that was set and not something that existed. So somebody here is up to no good. And whether they're just a historian who believes in reenacting the past and just want to make the eve of or the day of this reckoning in the past year happen again, or maybe there's something deeper and they can make it happen whenever they want.
Someone
Would you
snuck
not?
into your town and tried to kill all of you while you slept.
I mean, as
Or
I told
maybe
you
they still
before, I have no power here. I'm not a leader of this town. Nobody here is a leader of this town. I cannot compel anybody to speak with you. But you are certainly welcome. You are certainly welcome to try. As I have no power over them, I have no power to prevent you from doing it.
Well, then you are just as
Smash.
much under the
Wanna
same
know.
what do you call it?
Relations or
Concerns as the others. So
Missions.
if we'll just take a minute, and I kind of is Shin in the door at this point?
I locked him out.
Yeah, I'm still just like, guys, what's going on?
I tells Orcus, so why don't you let Shin in?
Begrudgingly, I open the door for him.
Well,
And then, right as Shin
I close
enters,
the
I
door.
snap my finger and slam the door. And I say, why don't we all just have a seat right over here?
The door swings through and goes and kind of settles back in.
That's right. That damn door.
And I say to the group, why don't you guys just have a seat right over there?
Chris Hansen.
Over where?
I just motion my hand to all the pews. And I motion to the group to all of us to stand in the front.
This is gonna be like a court case.
Gladly step up.
Will the plaintiff please stand up and rise?
We'll stand in front of the candles, just either way. You obviously can all stand wherever you want, but so basically, long story short, I will conjure a minor illusion of the candle, the best to my knowledge of what I've seen it, and try to show that bright blue flame that we saw, and explain to them that the source of these monsters that appeared overnight came from this candle which was not here before. And
Sorry, what happened to Rosera?
She's
What do you mean?
right here.
He was next to Rose.
I see
She
me.
just vanished from my screen. I saw her token move and then it just vanished. Hang on, I'm gonna refresh.
It did
Continue.
That's what rogues do.
I did, yeah.
stealth.
Just
Check
laying
that out.
around.
Good stealth roll.
Feature, not a bug.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, continue. You were explaining the candle.
No, thank you.
Yeah, so basically I would say something along the lines of like, it's possible that there could be an imposter amongst us, and it's important that we
Turquoise sus.
oh my god.
Samar sus. But
Oh my
no,
God.
I mean it's important that we come to a resolution here as soon as possible. While we don't have any authority here, as you can tell by the slew of bodies, we have quite a compelling argument. So, anybody want to step up?
Give me a persuasion check.
This is
I'm gonna
Yeah,
slap
I
him
mean,
on the
I would
chin.
even
I'll
say
give
this
some
is close to
guidance.
intimidation.
Let me roll intimidation. I want
per-
I will
persuade-
assist with the intimidation check if that's.
I mean, I'm
Per-
willing to take persuasion. It is 5 more than my intimidation, but
I was gonna say persuasion or intimidation, your choice. If somebody else is helping, then I need a convincing argument.
I will help,
guidance.
but only with intimidation.
Yeah,
And
I would
my
have a
convincing
intimidation
argument is I start twirling my rapiers around.
yeah.
I am 6'6" now, with carrying a giant maul. I will smash this empty pew in the front of the
Do an attack roll.
of the church.
All right, you
Well,
can
I'm
you can
gonna-
take intimidation with advantage or persuasion.
Okay, intimidation
And
with
guidance.
advantage and guidance. Here we go.
Okay.
18.
shitty rolls.
You see, looking a bit nervously, a woman sitting next to Samar, who you assume is his wife, finally just bursts up after Arixis smashes the pew in front of her and says, I didn't know this would happen. It's not my fault. I swear it's not my fault. And she
Fireball.
Just looks at his hammer and was like, "This was awesome."
just puts her put her head in her hands and is just like sobbing.
Does she seem
And-
genuine, or is this like crocodile tears?
Insight.
Before Fillarin steps up, I put my arm out. I ask her if she'd like to speak to us in private, or if she'd like to speak in front of the group.
Rain, give me an insight check on your question.
Gotcha. Okay.
She seems very genuine. Without taking her head out of her hands, she just starts nodding and kind of stumbles towards you.
Okay.
I will send Wilrose some silent speech that, like, I'll say, I'm a good judge of character. She seems a bit legit.
All right.
So he knows.
I don't get to respond to you, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you can't. You can't. I think I can only send, I can't receive.
Noticing Filorin slowly approaching, I get on the defensive a little bit. But basically, I would just try to find out from her why did she do it? What did she do? Did she willfully know what she was doing? What did she say, first of all? Sorry.
She said it's not her fault, and she didn't know this was going to happen.
Okay, so
make her
yeah,
do
you
it?
didn't know this was gonna happen with what? When you lit the candle? What did you do
Where'd you get
that you didn't know what was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Well, the candle was already there.
Kind of in between sobs, she just replies in kind of half-broken sentences. It's my grandmother's. She used to live here. I didn't light it. It never goes out. It's always lit. I didn't know this would happen.
Does your grandmother have a name? Is she still living?
Is it
No.
a name generator right now?
Poop. Queen of the poop monster.
No, she died last year, and I came here to take over her residence.
And what was her name?
I don't think we know.
Mauve.
Lady? Oh,
Lon.
I can't remember the name.
Grandma Turdmaster.
Gertrude.
Lon?
Grandma Lon.
Grandma Lon. All right, and what do you know of your grandmother that she would possess such a powerful magical item?
I didn't know her very well. She came here when I was young, and I only visited her maybe once or twice. But I believe she came here, as many others have, to escape any religious persecution. I don't know exactly what god or gods she worshipped, but I know that they were unorthodox.
Well, that's an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am, I am not your keeper nor your executioner, but I think we up to the townsfolk on what we do here. And I turn to the 2, 4, 6, 8 townsfolk and say, "What say ye?"
There are no other candles. That was the only one. I didn't know what it could do. I swear it'll never happen again. It can't happen again. Samar has been kind of silent, but just kind of staring at her in disbelief. That
Is this the one that we thought is his wife?
yeah.
Okay.
Finally, he moves up and gives her a hug and says, "I believe her."
Well,
You die together. No, I'm just kidding.
the decision is not up to us, but I do feel that the safety of your town is in jeopardy, and this actually makes things a little easier in terms of odds, because now there are 7 to make this decision, as I will never suggest a spouse to take on the decision of their spouse's fate. So There's two choices here. Exile her or exile us. Because we're leaving regardless.
Nothing or do something. I don't care.
Make it spiffy. We're on a time.
Time is money.
Another of the townsfolk steps out and says, we all knew there were risks in coming to such a wild place. I don't believe that any of us would have thought that this would be the way that we would die, but the ultimate fact is that we all came here broken and seeking refuge, and I don't believe that any of us will turn away from these two now. And a few of the others are. She turns to them, and they all kind of nod in agreement.
All right. Wilrose would turn to the woman and first say, "What was your name?"
You guys with your names.
Well, you don't have to give me a name. You can just.
I'm going to cast Crown
Lana.
of Madness on Shamar.
Oh boy.
Oh, what?
No, you're not.
Buckle up.
Counterspell.
She says, my name is Lana, after my grandmother.
Do you actually cast Crown of Madness?
Yes.
Okay.
On Samar?
On Shamar, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He fails.
I'm going to tell him, punch her, punch her, punch her, punch her.
Do we get initiative or?
Nothing.
Hang on, I'm still reading the spell card. All right. Yeah, he starts punching.
Can you believe this? Shamar, calm down. Keep punching her.
He punches her once.
Oh my god.
And
You guys seen this roll already? I haven't
No,
seen
I don't
No.
oh,
He
sorry,
just saw her
the
health go
whisper's
down.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
it. How many attacks does he get per turn? Like, do we get
Ab-
initiative rounds here? Or?
No, he gets one attack. After his first punch, he saves, and he is no longer charmed by the Crown of Badness. And he
I
immediately
think she
like
learned her lesson, Shamar.
backs
I
away.
think she learned her lesson. All right, our job is done.
Then all of us saw the crown of thorns show up around his head, and his eyes started glowing red.
I think the room's still cursed.
You see
Well, just
a couple of the other
pass
townsfolk like lunge forward and begin trying to tend to Samar, or try to tend to Lana and fend off Samar. And
I think
you see
we
him.
got the point. We think we understand, Shamar. It's okay. She learned her lesson.
Do any of us recognize the names? The name Lon?
No. It's just there's nothing of any particular significance.
All right. Well, Wilrose Wilrose wouldn't even look back at this point and just start walking out.
Azera would follow.
we're down here, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, to the northeast.
Erixus
Uh-oh,
says to
they've locked us
Wilrose,
out. In
Erixus says to Wilrose and Shin, it's odd that you two put up with someone like Zorgras. Interesting that you let it happen. But I guess not everyone is cut out to be the hero. It's sad, really.
As you
like
all, sorry, what?
What's that?
As you all step outside, in the distance, through the clearing among the roofs here, you see a thick column of black smoke rising in the air.
To the north?
Kind of north. Oops, that's not the measuring tool. Kind of northeasterly-ish, deeper into the forest.
All right. Wilros would say back to Erixus and say, I don't control what anybody does, and I would never, if it's not going to harm myself or the ones I care about, I will not prevent it.
I have a huge smirk. I thought it was funny.
I actually love you.
If he hadn't saved, he definitely would have punched her out on the next turn, though.
And I also kind of mentioned to Orixis, I felt the pain of these things, and her just bringing them to this world was enough for me to consider her an enemy.
Oh, no, by all means. Please, do what you must. Do what you must. Don't listen to me. I so rarely know what I'm talking about.
Then I go to Erixus. Did you see when he punched her?
He punched her right in the face.
Even Rosera laughs a little at that one.
Oh, it was great.
So I think we would head towards the smoke at this point, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to resolve us walking through town.
All right. Well, yeah, I was just waiting for you guys to finish your conversation. Yeah, you all begin
I have nothing
walking.
more to say to this man. No, I'm just kidding.
You all begin walking deeper into the forest. Before long, you reach the crossroads. Come on, pointer tool. You reach the crossroads you see here on the map. There's nothing there. It just seems to be the point at which the north, south, and east, west roads meet. There isn't like a tavern or a town or anything of that sort. Just happenstance crossing. As you reach this kind of cleared area, you see almost directly north of you now the column of black smoke still. Nearer, but still a little ways off. Assuming that you guys continue to head towards it. Another couple hours later, you eventually come upon a village set a little ways off the road. Oh no. Roll 20 connection interrupted.
Yeah, Roll 20's yelling at us.
Really?
Yeah, big red box.
Connection has been interrupted.
I'm going to refresh.
I refreshed.
You guys, the smoke is lessened. It's just kind of barely smoldering, and the thick. Yeah, refresh seemed to have fixed it. The thick column of black smoke seems to have mostly been reduced to just a few wisps here and there. Still easy enough for you to follow deeper into the woods. And oh no,
Are we on the big map now? Is that where we're supposed to be?
you are for a second while I get your tokens over here.
Yeah, we're heading somewhere over here, I should think.
As you make your way into the forest a little bit deeper off the road, there's no beaten path here, just dense forest and vines and bushes and underbrush kind of all intermingling and making it a bit difficult to move through at a decent pace, but you eventually find your way after a few more minutes and reach the still smoking remnants of what appears to be a small town.
Ooh. There's this glowing shit everywhere.
What the heck?
These vines.
Whoa.
Rain, do you know this place?
Do I?
Give me a history check.
Are these like houses inside the trees? Oh boy.
What are
You're-
these big wood things?
You're not
we're seeing,
particularly familiar with this village, but being a
Or
resident
anything,
here,
really.
I mean, you
Yeah.
do know that there are tons of small villages of this sort that are just spread throughout the forest, and it's kind of hard to know them all, or know most of them even.
They all blend together.
So 2 questions. So one, these are like cottages or something. Like we see like no roofs, but we just see into the houses, like-
approaching a little more closely, you see a large swath of scorched earth and trees that have all their leaves and small branches burned off just down to the core, thick branches. Below those, you see just kind of at ground level the remnants of what was probably wooden houses at some time. You can kind of see charred floors and walls and bits and broken pieces of random things here and there. But the buildings themselves have been reduced to have been reduced to just about nothing, and the trees look like they're just barely holding on. All the leaves and even the smaller twigs and branches and stuff have just been burned to ash.
What's up with all the green though?
Yeah, that's the next question.
Is it like the Amtari sword, or is it different?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a branch and hold it to Wilros and go, "Does this look like your sword?" And
Poke him with it.
Yeah, poke.
As you
pull my
grab
sword
the
out and put it
branch,
next to the branch. Oh god.
as soon as you lay a finger on the branch, you take 2 poison damage.
Oh, shit.
I'm resistant to poison, so I'll take 1.
All right.
Definitely dance away from any branches.
As
Do
he
you still
does that, I
grab
guess-
it and poke Wilros?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
make an
God.
attack.
Okay.
I will dodge him.
Yeah, roll it.
Oh,
You miss.
God.
All right, I'll throw it to the floor. This stuff's poisonous.
Ouch.
Do we see these people? What do they look like? Like, are they
yeah, off to the
cowering?
side.
Are they?
Off to the side, you see a few elven women who are seemingly attending to their wounds and looking through a few half-scorched belongings that they were able to recover that are on the ground.
I run up to them without any weapon in hand and say, "What the hell happened here?"
Alexis strides up to them carrying a massive maul over his shoulder.
They all kind of immediately stand up and turn around in surprise, and a couple of them draw daggers.
I put my hands up,
But-
say, we're here.
What?
We're here in peace.
What?
We saw
What are you doing?
Smoke.
Flame smoke you.
I don't know. We were attacked into the night. Most of us didn't make it. We are all that's left. But
Were the trees always like this?
poisonous and burned? No. This is whatever magic fire that burned our village last night has produced this. I don't know what it is, but I know that we can't get close. A couple of us attempted, and we were immediately burned by just getting close to the wood.
were there any strangers around before it happened?
I don't know. It happened in the middle of the night. It seemed to just suddenly the entire village was ablaze, and like I said, most of us didn't even make it out.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can help and maybe recover some.
Are there any
of our
Alexis?
townsfolk.
Are there any prints or tracks or anything that's out of the normal?
Are you asking them or asking?
Yeah, that's from them. Is there anything out of the normal, like footprints or traffic lights?
I can pick at least one thing that's out of normal.
What's
Or
that?
7. Us.
You freaking so tall. What's your problem? I make
Try to
myself. I make myself a foot taller than him. How about that?
That's very cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're so poorly endowed that this is what you need to do. Now,
I don't know anything.
Was it a pill you took?
We haven't
next
looked
was-
around much. I don't know anything about any tracks.
Erixus channels his inner red pill and says, "So, ladies, riddle me this: why did no men survive? What have you done to them?" That's what I thought.
What? We were attacked. I don't know what you mean.
It is a little weird.
I'm gonna message Orixis. Is it Amazonian women? There's only women in the tribe?
Erixus would respond, "Or they're witches."
Mm-hmm.
Sarah would roll her eyes and cross her arms. And
Let's ask Shin.
Nice.
9 cents.
She's like, "I don't know, man. What the fuck you want from me?"
Shin the Inquisitor.
Or Shin, the good guy in the crew.
Well, he's divine sense. Maybe he can sense
Go
the
save
evil.
them. They're like hurt.
I think that only detects undead and demons.
Fiend?
Fiends. That's right, fiends.
A witch is not a fiend?
No.
They're just
I would
fiendish.
say in their brain.
I think demons are a pretty close description of fiends.
Okay.
I mean, technically, witches aren't like a
So
D&D monster. I mean, they would just be like
hags.
wizards or something.
Shape-shifting hags.
If you're thinking of hags, that's different, but they're still not undead.
I'm thinking of hags.
Look at their fingers.
Would we see like a path of sorts under these trees, through the trees?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
A perception coup.
Jeez.
Surveying the area and as best you can from a distance without carefully investigating things, it does seem like the just looking over the general like direction and pattern of the burning and the destruction, it does seem like it's kind of coming from a more northerly direction. But it's hard to tell. You know, you would assume that like possibly if like a creature did this, maybe they were like up on the north side when they attacked. But it's hard to get a real gauge on like any sort of clues on the exact source of this or what.
Okay. I mean, my question
where
was
whatever
actually
did this.
more of if
There's a way
I
through,
could see a path, a path to get through without touching branches and stuff.
Oh, through
Frozen.
this.
Yeah, like into
I mean, you can go around
cottages
it.
and
The
stuff.
map is just this. So
Well, I mean, like to go like into these houses.
if you want to go in
under
them,
this branch, under this
I mean,
branch.
yeah, these trees are massive.
Okay.
You know, like the trunks are like 5 to 10 feet around each. So you can easily walk through here. Like these are trees that
These
are
aren't
rising
vines
five.
that are like overtaking everything. Okay.
No, these are trees that are rising like 50 to 100 feet above your head.
don't touch the trees.
Got it. Okay.
They're not
Can
wrong.
I want to take out my sword and like just touch it to one of the branches.
There doesn't seem to be any interaction.
Okay. Is there like any kind of glow that maybe looks similar with, I mean, my sword, I don't know if it glows at all, but
Hey, doesn't it have like glowing lines in it or something?
Give me a intelligence check.
intelligence, just general intelligence.
Just straight intelligence.
All right. Okay. Hey.
-1 +1. Looking at the slight transformation of these trees' wood, and looking at the sword and kind of comparing them, it looks virtually identical. You would guess that the tree that your sword is made of the same wood as what these trees are now.
Okay, I want to just see something. I don't know why I got -1 +1. What is the -1 +1?
Is it your jack of all trades or whatever?
Oh, maybe.
You have something, or you have something that gives you a +1 to all ability checks, or
Well, I had the stone of good luck on, but I don't know what.
Oh, yeah,
Jack of all
that.
trades though.
That would
No,
do
I
it,
turned
yeah.
it off and rolled the second one, but I think it is the jack of all trades. I forgot what jack of all trades is, but I think it could be that. Half your proficiency bonus to all ability checks.
I don't
That
pro.
does
Oh
not
yeah,
include-
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's plus 20. All right. So it does look the same as the. It looks the same as the burnt trees, or like any of the trees.
Yeah, the burnt trees, the trees here in the center that have been burned down to just wood.
Interesting.
And what do I like? Would I or Rain maybe even know anything about my sword and what it was made of?
Like, were these trees a certain species or something, or like?
It wouldn't have mattered. Sorry. Kate.
I was just gonna say, back when you first retrieved the sword, or were given the sword from the halflings, Rain did a check on that, and did know that he had seen that kind of wood before in the forest in seeing one of these burned villages previously. I don't know. I don't remember if he shared that with the rest of the group or not, but
I probably would have.
But I
And
think
are
I
these
was
trees
gone
the
when I
same?
got the sword. I don't think I was actually.
Oh, yeah.
yes,
That
this
is-
scene seems very familiar to you, Rain.
Oh shit. Maybe we should do some investigating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always willing to help people in need, so I would ask these kind people, is there anything that is extremely precious or invaluable to you that maybe you couldn't grab out of your houses that we could retrieve for you?
Cats, necklaces.
Cats.
I don't. I don't think so.
Cauldrons.
We mostly live off the land and forage for a lot of our food, and most of us and the previous inhabitants built most of these houses ourselves. We don't have a lot of valuable possessions, and what little gold we had is probably buried beneath piles of ashes and beneath this treacherous burning wood.
I see.
Now, I didn't see or feel any kind of ill effect when touching the wood, when touching the trees with my sword, right?
Not through the sword, no.
Look for
I'm gonna-
tracks.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and do the same thing. I'm gonna like poke the tree with my dagger.
There doesn't seem to be any effect.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'd be kind of like looking for a way into, like, I mean, I guess like you said, these trees are huge, so we could basically effectively just walk between the houses and stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely avoid touching the trees themselves. As you step in, you do start to notice that the air thickens a bit, and there seems to be a kind of a residual haze. You're not sure if it's residual smoke. Some of the trees and remaining walls and stuff are still smoldering a bit. But you moving in any further, it would seem like it might be a bit harder to breathe.
Okay. Even like I could pull my like shirt or my mouth or something.
Am I having trouble breathing? Because I kind of like poison.
You haven't. None of you have really like moved into the heat of it in towards the center. But no, you would think that it just catching the slight whiff of it as you kind of approach this hanging cloud of particles in the air, that it seems like it stings your lungs just a little bit.
weird
I'll
for
like-
someone who could breathe poison.
Like check inside
Well,
this
you're-
house or for anything.
You're
I'm gonna
resistant
push
to
in a little
poison,
to see what
correct?
happens.
Well, I'm resistant to poison, yeah.
Okay. As you move into that point, give me a Constitution saving throw. Wilros and Zorkris.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Pushing the bubble here.
And there's no
Save.
there's no movement restriction at these houses or anything. I mean, these are the walls are literally burned down to ground level. They're just a few inches off the ground.
Wow.
Okay.
Wilros, you cough a little bit more, but you're able to kind of use your shirt to kind of filter it out a bit. Zorkris, you take 1 poison damage, and as you see them walk in, you see Wilros kind of like try to make this makeshift mask, and as Zorkris starts coughing a little bit.
this thick poison in here.
I pull my cloak around my mouth and try to catch up.
Give me a Constitution save.
All right.
It's effective. You feel like a slight burning sensation in your lungs as you breathe in a little bit of this, but it seems to be manageable.
So I would be like actively looking around for any kind of hints of any sort that anybody who was here or maybe some belongings of these people or anything, kind of like, actively perceiving or investigating around.
All right, give me an investigation check. You can make it. If somebody else wants to make a separate check, for also looking.
Up to it.
I assume everybody's kind of looking, but
Yeah.
Give myself guidance.
all right. Zorkris doesn't really find anything. He kind of picks around at some ashes and charred tables, and the map doesn't really represent it, but there's just kind of like all of the houses just kind of have like an inch of ash, and there's just charred bits and pieces of wood and remains of like tables and bowls and mugs and all kinds of bits and pieces of a lot of wooden things that have just been charred to nothing. What little bits are left, they seem to have kind of been converted to the same kind of glowing infused green wood that the trees are made out of.
Everything
Wilros?
was burnt.
Looking around as you begin to move a little further north, and reach the top couple houses there and the trees up at the top here, you do see some claw marks that seem rather large.
Like how big compared to my hand?
Thinking about the T-Rex that you encountered recently, you would guess that they were about that size, maybe a little bigger.
Wow.
Maybe like a big T-Rex.
Would I recognize anything like this? Nature or survival or anything?
Give me a nature check.
Oh, what the heck? Character sheet is the size of an ant. Okay. Nature check. Wow, man. Giving my rolls tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Got it.
Yeah.
Where's the battle? Let's go.
Yeah, right? Don't waste them on this little search. Although it is very important.
It's actually aspiring to perhaps one day encounter and slay something of this sort yourself. It's actually been an area of study, kind of unusual for a bard, but you distinctly recognize that these claws,
What do you call it in nature? So
based on the size and like the shape, you're kind of like analyzing how many of the claws there are and the spacing and in proportion to the size of the claws, it kind of seems like a dragon.
Boy.
But at the same time, you're not entirely sure, given that there has been like a large influx of unusual creatures here, such as the T-Rex you encountered just a few days ago. But you would definitely be leaning in that direction, just based on the size.
Did you do this?
I'll exit through the north. Do I feel that sense of darkness and coughing away from me?
Yeah, as you kind of reach the center point of the houses here, you begin to feel it lessen, and as you kind of break free from the ring of the trees here, it virtually goes away.
All right, I'll make my way around the rest and kind of pop up behind these ladies and be like,
Yo.
just gonna be like, all right, well, seems like what you have on your hands is a dragon that breathes poison. Don't be alarmed. Don't all gasp at once.
How? A dragon?
Announce that.
How poison? How?
And look at Zorkris.
How long have you?
Our village?
How long have you
our
guys
village
lived
was
here?
set ablaze last night.
Or you gals, rather.
We have lived here most of our lives. We are second generation.
Silent type.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I'm on push to talk tonight. Sorry. I just been speaking into my mic. We've lived here for most of our lives. We're kind of second generation residents of this area, and our parents, along with us, eventually settled down here and built this small village for some more permanent shelter. How a dragon? I'm sorry. How could this be a poison breathing dragon? Our village was on fire last night.
Fire.
Poison.
Who's at the
poison
fire?
Maybe 2 dragons?
She kind
Can
of
it be a poison flame?
she looks scared at that suggestion.
I mean, based off my nature check from before, assuming this to be a dragon, what I know, not of a specific but just that there are potentially dragons that do breathe more than fire, like they can do something like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of general knowledge that there are a lot of different dragons out there. Some breathe ice, some breathe fire, some breathe poison. There's a large variety. I would say that you're not extremely familiar with every possible type of dragon, but it generally I'd say with that nature check, in your study of dragons, you would know that most only are capable of exhaling one particular element.
Okay. So would I find it odd that they say it was on fire, or would I maybe feel like they just didn't recognize that the fire was not hot fire but poison fire?
Or did the fire burn the tree, which the tree itself is poisonous?
They weren't.
Ooh.
They said before that they were not, though. They said these were regular trees.
But maybe they protect themselves?
Yeah, I would say that Rain especially would know that or rather would not know of any types of trees of that sort in the Amtar forest at all.
These seem like normal trees.
So would I just get the assumption that maybe they're just not aware of, maybe when they say the place was on fire, maybe it could have looked like it was on fire, but the flames were actually poison of sorts?
I would say that given the rarity of dragons, and assuming that this is a dragon, you yourself are not really familiar with how natural things and wooden things would react when exposed to a poisonous dragon's breath.
Well, I would definitely first mansplain to them about the fact that there's multiple dragon types in the world.
Can you name all the dragon types? Otherwise, you're not
Like-
a true dragon fan.
Like you said about some that breathe ice, some that breathe fire, and then like I would say so the poison could definitely be something that this dragon, if it was a dragon, it could have been poison, and I would try to see if they react to say like, no, legit, it was fire.
I mean, they stick to their story, like to the best of their knowledge. I mean, everything was on fire. As far as they know, they saw flames of, typical reddish, orangish colors. It seems as though it was burned to the village was burned to the ground by actual fire, from their recount.
Okay. Well, quite interesting. I mean, all I could say is I did see a claw mark, quite a large claw mark that is, I've been recently doing some studies on many of these mythical creatures, and the claw mark is consistent with one that I've seen of the size of a dragon. So,
As you're explaining this, you see one of the
dragons pop up behind me. I slice it.
roll for initiative.
The dragon was calling from inside the house.
Yes.
As you're continuing to go on about dragons, you see one of them kind of nudge the others and just nudge the other one next to her and come on, tell him. Finally, this other one steps forward.
Yes. Tell me.
Tell me.
About the chemtrails.
I last night, I was awoken shortly before the fire started, just moments before, by the sound of like a whirlwind. I don't know how else to describe it. I've never heard it before, but the trees themselves were shaking, and then suddenly the village, all of the roofs and the trees and everything was just engulfed in flame almost immediately. Does that sound like a dragon?
Yes. The
Was it?
wings.
Oh. Big wings flapping, yeah.
Sounds like a helicopter and napalm. I don't really know.
Is this Hiroshima?
This is Vietnam.
Well, it's poison, so could have been the nuke. They nuked us.
Oh, it sounds very
But
ominous.
they're sure it was fire.
Again, by all of their retellings of events, the village was engulfed in flames, like actual flames.
And there are like cinders and stuff, right?
Yeah, you still see everything kind of smoking, and a few piles of ash are hot with cinders of remnants of wood at the bottom and everything.
Poison wouldn't do cinders. Acid maybe, but not poison.
And acid would leave that kind of like smell behind it.
Yeah. Well, my judgment says that it came from the north, so the best we can do is proceed north and see if we could see anything or find anything. Do you have a place that you can go
Where everybody knows your name.
There
to safe?
There is another clan not far away. We know of a few cousins there that we have visited before. I'm sure that we could make our way there.
There's a
Towards the
town
north?
to the southwest that you could go. Tell them Zorkus sent you. Talk to Shamir.
I would say do not go there.
Where are all the bodies? Are they all like just charred away?
Looking through the remains as Wiros investigated and kind of sifted through the ashes and stuff, he definitely would have found a few bones and, humanoid bones.
Were those bones like charred like fire, or dissolved like acid, or withered like poison?
Charred. They were intact, but just like burned to nothing, as if all the flesh had just been completely consumed.
This doesn't sound like a poison breathing dragon.
Yeah.
No, in fact, it sounds like a fire breathing dragon. How's the deduction?
2 dragons is still on the table. Just saying.
Where's your cousin's clan? Is it to the north?
No, they're a bit south and eastern.
We came from the southwest, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna proceed to the north. Do you think you'll be okay to make it to your cousins?
Unless whatever did this attacks us again, I'm sure we can make our way. It's not far. Maybe half a day's journey. I think we'll be okay.
What time is it?
It's tending towards midday. You guys, got a pretty early start at what's the name? Hatfield, and it took you probably 3 to 4 hours to get here. So it's about midday, early afternoon.
All right. Well, I mean, unless anybody else has anything think we need here, I don't know.
Do we think whatever attacked here would go back the way it came, or would it move on somewhere else?
Yeah.
Given that you know
did it
that
take anything, or it just destroyed it and left? Sounds like
I'd say it's a bit hard to tell, just because everything here is so totally consumed. It's hard to know what was here originally and what could have been taken or what was just burned to nothing. I would say that, Rain, you would know, or you would at least draw the conclusion that because these attacks have been happening for a long time, months and maybe even a couple of years now, that whatever's here is been in the forest for quite a while and is probably here to stay. Whatever's doing this.
Why is it only starting now, though?
Well, it's not only starting now, I think. I've seen this before.
Well, and then I guess... No, go ahead.
Okay, I for some reason I thought this was starting. It looks like a recent thing, like all these fires and shit over here.
The tasking from it's been too long. What's his name? Zalathorn. Was that this has kind of been a slow influx, but slowly increasing influx over the past few months. It's not so much that it's happened suddenly. It's that it wasn't really a concern at first, and now it's getting to the point that it's concerning because it's picking up in frequency, and there's more and more unusual creatures and more people fleeing the forest and encroaching upon Haurua's borders and trying to, seek refuge from whatever's happening here.
Now, just to remember, so you said something about when I got information from you, uninhibited, which was great. That's something I saw something from the north. Did I see that it was coming from the north and progressed southward, or that it was going towards the north? Like, I keep saying that we're going to proceed north to find this thing, but am I misunderstanding what my direction?
Coming from the north, like analyzing the direction that like the blast of whatever it is that burned these trees and houses came from. It seems to be coming from like a north to south direction.
And the claw mark that I saw, was it like on a tree or something, or was it just like a paw print in the floor?
You saw a little of both. It looked like this larger tree up here was a bit scarred up, and the ground up here just outside the burn area was a little torn up.
And which direction was like the fingers pointing?
It pointed into the village, but
Into the village.
you would gather that was the direction that it attacked from.
Right. All right. I mean, I guess, do we think that we want to escort these people to their cousin's location and see what happens, or do we want to progress on our own somewhere?
They seemed pretty confident that they were capable of handling themselves.
But do we feel like they're... I mean, I know somebody made the point of, is this thing going to just move on to the next town, like that tomorrow is just going to destroy their cousin's place? That maybe we want to be there for that. Not to
I don't
die,
think you...
but to prevent it.
Yeah, I don't think you would know that would have any real inkling for that. I would say that of the information you've been given so far, that there wasn't really any sort of implication that these are like daily attacks. It's just kind of it's happening semi-frequently, but not like every single day. Like there isn't just constantly wanton destruction of the entire forest.
Let's follow the trail a bit and see what we find.
Have we asked them if they've ever seen a dragon in the forest?
I don't think you did, but they seemed very surprised at the prospect of a dragon being here. Hey, what's up, Eagle? No, they haven't died yet. I cannot kill these guys.
Let's.
Not that I'm trying super hard.
Move along.
But
I would ask them if they need anything from us before we proceed to...
I've definitely tried to throw a
rescue the
couple
forest.
challenges at him and just failed entirely. Our friend here, and she points to this one, was pretty gravely injured in trying to help us out and save a few belongings from the wreckage. I don't know if you or anybody else here is capable of providing any healing, but if you could, we would be most grateful.
Alright, I'm casting Prayer of Healing. Hold on.
That's up to 10 people, right? Or 8 people?
No, and then not that many. 6. I wish.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. 6, up to 6 within 30 feet, 2d8. So I am going to basically do 1 healing here, 2. I mean, basically, whoever's hurt, 3, 4, I would have all covered.
Yeah, you could do all
this a
5,
ritual?
and you could actually get Zorkros back to full health too. He's
okay.
missing
Yeah.
2
How did
HP.
Zorkros get hurt?
I keep
Oh,
from
touching
the poison.
wall.
Poison. What? So what do I do? What do I type in?
Well,
did
you already
it right.
cast it, so it already rolled the 8
Oh,
healing. So they just
okay.
they
Alright,
just
so-
get that. So yeah, you sit down and spend 10 minutes casting this,
ritual?
and no, it just takes 10 minutes, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Evacuate. Evacuation. Casting time 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Duration instantaneous. Yep.
All right, all these guys regain some healing, and Zorkros gets back to full health. And yeah, they kind of begin gathering their belongings and strapping a couple of packs down that they were able to recover. Still a little singed, but capable of carrying things, and they begin to set off. He heals Big Brain. Then I mean, there's a difference between I want to kill these guys and I want to challenge these guys. Again, I'm not trying to kill them.
All right. Be safe.
All right, so you guys are just
I'll
headed north.
Form the party not to walk through the woods, but come around the way into the north.
Don't touch the trees, they tingle.
Yeah, don't touch the...
They
Should we
tingle.
gather any of this wood, bring it back to the halflings?
There would be a possibility if you wanted to attempt it.
Night.
I mean, guys, get some of those rad swords.
I mean, if you want to try and grab it, I saw
I
Zorkros
do
try.
not worth it.
Well, in your testing, I mean, you were able to figure out that touching it with weapons and such does not inflict any damage on you.
Yeah, but how do I grab it,
Chop it
bundle
with
it.
your sword.
What are you guys trying to get?
Looking down at your own sword that you acquired from them, the hilt itself is made of a different wood, and the or sorry, not the hilt, the blade guard, and the hilt is wrapped in multiple layers of a leather wrapping to give it some extra grip, and you would assume also to protect you from actually touching the wood. So you would guess that just any method of not directly contacting the wood would probably prevent you from being damaged.
Do we have any kind of like wrap or anything?
We could wrap it in rope. We could wrap it in
Is there a
bedrolls.
spell or something?
Oh, we could. Maybe we
We have
could do that.
chains?
We could lay out a bedroll.
And wrap
Bundle
in
it up
that.
in a bedroll.
Lay out a bedroll. I'll cut a bunch of branches off, and then we could just roll the bedroll up, tie
Yeah.
it with a rope.
In a bag of holding.
Bag of holding it is.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. I'll slice some with my sword.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make
we'll lay the bedroll out under it, and then slice some with my sword.
make an attack with advantage.
This is where I'm gonna fail my attack. I'm gonna actually do it with my wood matari.
you got
not with
advantage.
Sword, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you spend maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, and you're able to carve off two pretty good sized branches and a couple of more smaller ones that are more probably like short sword size.
So
You would
then
estimate.
some are larger than a short sword.
Yeah, you carved off a couple that were pretty sizable branches, and then there's
Nice.
two
Great
more
sword
that you
recall.
would guess like if they were, you would guess if they were whittled down, they could probably be short swords, and then two more that were much larger.
2 logs and a bunch of branches of hardwood.
All right, with
Hold on to this for
your
our friends.
poisonous wood in tow, you guys begin making your way deeper into the forest. And let's take a quick, like 5-minute break. Refill drinks, bio break, and we will continue. All right, guys. Just gonna take a real quick break here. Use the restroom, refill drinks real quick, and we will finish up. So yeah, be back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna leave the stream up. Just they'll probably be talking strategy. So yeah, I'll be
Not
back
what?
in just a.
If you would
Mini shin.
All right.
Kittens.
Shin shin.
Who is Wilros leading the charge deeper into the forest?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you give me a survival check to maintain directionality through the dense woods, and why don't you make it with
I can try
advantage
to
since you
guide
have
him.
you have rain helping you.
sense.
Make it with advantage. Rain knows these woods pretty well, or at least knows maybe not this exact
That
area,
tree's name
but-
is Charlie.
So of course, Wilrose is leading with Rain, who knows the forest really well.
So yeah, you're very confident in the direction that you're traveling, and your general progress through the forest. Rain is pointing out things here and there to avoid. Don't touch that bush over there. Kind of like, let's take this path over here and maybe make a little bit better time. You make a really good pace through the forest. It takes you about maybe another 3 or 4 hours. You're pretty deep into the forest at this point. You would guess that you're probably traveling relatively parallel with the main road here that heads north, but you're quite a distance from it, having traveled a bit deeper into the woods here before making your way north from the burned down village that you encountered. After about 3 or 4 hours, you begin to see more evidence of some of these burned poison trees, not large swaths and like entire areas that have been burned down, but just like 1 or 2 trees here and there in certain areas that are just kind of like half burned, half charred, still kind of alive, but they kind of look like they've been dying. Some of them are recently charred, it would seem, and some of them are only half charred, but it seems like the other half of the tree has just kind of died from the infliction of what you assume is poison upon it. A little while later, a few minutes, you come upon a even denser area of forest, and the trees, the burned and poison trees become more frequent, and eventually I didn't copy tokens. No. Ruining my reveals. Every time.
Which is really better. I didn't see it, but Erixus is pretty. It's hard to resist all of this green, but it's easier to resist when he watches Zorkers touch it, and Zorkers says, "Ouch."
So as you move deeper and deeper into the forest, the late afternoon combined with just the sheer density of the trees and the underbrush and bushes and everything, and vines and stuff growing in the trees, shut out a large portion of the light. It definitely seems as though it's becoming darker earlier than it should be, but you guess that's just because of the sheer density of the trees. And Rain would be able to confirm that this deep in the forest, it just tends to be pretty dark. And nights are virtually completely lightless, even on moonlit nights. Unless you happen to be like in a clearing or something. But yeah, as you happen upon these increasingly frequent burned and mangled and poisoned trees, eventually you come to kind of a small clearing and a much denser area of burned trees.
Oh, okay, there we go.
This is sketchy.
Yeah.
Very.
Let me double check my dynamic lighting real quick before I reveal
Denser
the whole
area
map.
of trees,
It's very
or
dark.
area where the
Here
burned
and
trees
here.
are more dense.
It's everywhere.
It would be more dense, except for the fact that they're burned, and the trees themselves are burned to nothing, or you see like bits and pieces and remnants of older trees, and some of the larger ones are still standing, but are just burned to practically nothing.
It's green. It's just like twitching.
See, like
As you come upon this clearing, in front of you, you do see, and it's kind of hard to see. Oh wow, that's actually kind of hard to see.
It's very hard to see.
I don't see anything.
It looked better
Anything?
before I exported it. But anyways,
I see something over here.
Yeah.
you see rising in front of you, a about 1.5 story structure. It's a bit hard to make out what it is, but as you kind of stare at it for a second, you realize that the entire thing is either covered in or just made out of this burned tree branch like substance that's like a whole bunch of smaller trees that have been almost intertwined to make the walls themselves of this large structure. But the entire surface of what you guess was to be the walls is just coated in these branches.
It's 1.5 stories, you said?
Yeah, it's not extremely tall. It just goes up a little ways, then it seems like it has a flat top.
So it's not natural.
No, it definitely seems constructed.
Is it
Was
one
it like a Stonehenge?
No, like
Oh,
No, it's a building. You looking around the sides, you guess it to be roughly square in shape and about 15 feet or so tall.
and then this is like the entrance to it, kind of like.
Yeah, you see one opening in front of you.
Zorkas, can you see it?
I can't see much. I can see the walls and an opening.
I don't see
But
nothing.
looking around, the forest around the edges is it's still pretty clear and natural looking. Some of the trees maybe look a bit more sickly than you would expect and than you have encountered so far. But the area itself, like directly in front of this entrance, is just scorched earth.
Okay.
This is kind of nice. So I'm like trying to like. Is there like a way to avoid some of this poison? It doesn't matter. Like we're always walking through it.
Currently, you don't. Everybody, stop real quick. Currently, you don't see or feel any particular burning or resistance from moving towards this. You maybe guess that the only reason that it was difficult to breathe around the village was that it was a recently burned area and there was a lot of stuff still floating in the air. This looks like it's been a while since it was burned.
So what we're seeing right now is the entrance of that building, the one and a half floor.
Yeah, correct. As far as you can tell.
Okay.
I don't see anything. I just see like
these are walls. These are walls.
Right,
as you approach the entrance, you hear a stomping and grumbling from within.
Oh boy.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Around the corner.
Oh my!
What is?
Oh,
What is this?
There are
Two creatures approach.
Oh
Oh my
boy! Oh
God.
boy!
Oh my!
1,000 years of me.
Did not see that. Crap.
Roll initiative.
Oh
Just
boy!
run away.
Power Rangers here, dude.
Oh crap!
What's that?
You
Run away?
guys already killed a T-Rex. Why is this so fear-inducing?
Why we gotta kill these?
There was only one.
They're peaceful animals. They're vegetarians.
I'm the other herbivores, right? I have good berry. I can give good berries.
Burrows, play a song or something.
Sue the savage beast.
My songs can only help us.
Oh wow, I nat 20 that.
What?
My initiative roll. That's a -1.
Nice knowing you guys. It's been
Yeah,
an honor.
seriously. Really enjoyed our times together.
Who are we missing? Oh, we're missing Bobo.
Owly.
Oh, Bobo did a 10.
Oh, by the way, did you know you can drag a roll onto the initiative tracker?
Oh.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
I just did. Did it work?
FYI. I mean, the GM can.
Oh.
I'm just saying, instead of typing it in, normally you have to type it in, and it's just
Right. Okay.
it's just annoying.
So
I mean,
you
not
don't-
that clicking and
You don't
dragging.
have the power to do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like a massive
It's a
time
royal
saver,
you. Yeah.
but yeah, cool little trick.
royal
Anyways,
you.
Does it
Wiros,
add the-
you were up first.
It adds an item. All right. Like,
does it?
can I get an item? Get an item. Can I get an idea of if these guys are like,
Hostile.
standing guard? Hostile. I don't know. I mean, we rolled initiative, so.
I think you could assume that they're they do seem hostile. They are snorting and grunting, and upon coming around the corner and seeing you guys, they look like they're in a position to charge.
Okay, and they don't have claws, so I don't put them in to the same category of the claws that I saw, right?
No, you would guess that they are different creatures from what you saw. They've got like kind of like stubby toes.
How big is this opening? Okay.
About 15 feet.
All right, I'm gonna start off with a cloud of daggers.
Attacking these calm herbivores.
Maybe they're coming at us.
Yeah,
coming for us.
Coming right
We have
for
to prove that we're the alpha of the forest, you know?
Right in the center, I assume.
Well, no, I'm thinking I might not. I'm just looking at something.
Oh, okay.
maybe I'll just try out this newfound spell that I got. Let's see, 30-foot cube. Each creature, wisdom save. All right, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Hypnotic pattern. Like 30-foot cube. Where's the other one?
Ooh.
Both next to each other.
I only see
Yeah,
one.
they're
What? How do you get that one?
it's like right around the corner from him. It's just his
10 feet
perspective.
away from
Oh,
him.
okay, got it.
You would definitely hear the two creatures.
Okay, well, I'll step here. Now I can see both of them, so that's 5 feet away, and I will use hypnotic pattern. I'll cast it, some 30-foot cube that encompasses both of them.
Creature must make a
but not
wisdom
Shin.
saving throw.
But not Shin, correct? And they will have to make a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated.
Oh, sorry. This character sheet is wrong for something. It's set to always whisper. Sorry. I rolled 2 failures, right? Your DC is what?
15.
Yeah, 2
5.
failures. They both fail.
All right, so they're both incapacitated and have a
Oh.
speed of 0.
Wow.
It ends if they take any damage or if somebody wakes them up.
We should just walk right by him.
I was gonna say, just walk in now.
Both creatures exist on their own. Live and let live.
Just save an attack. Just do it at one time.
Creature's
Well, we want
incapacitated and has a
to-
speed of 0.
Incapacitated, is that the one that gives you advantage, or is it just kind of they have nothing that they can't do?
Incap is no actions or
They
reactions,
just
I
can't
think.
action or reaction. Okay,
We
so
have advantage on that.
No, I think
there's nothing
I thought you get advantage because I remember Lau got advantage every
No,
time I
that's
had somebody
stun.
stunned.
that's
it's
done.
incapacitated.
Incapacitated just means they have no actions or reactions. Stunned means you are incapacitated.
Incapacitated, a creature can't take actions or reactions. No other conditions.
Yeah, that's it. Stunned.
Yes, stun gives you
includes
advantage, and they automatically fail strength and dex saves, and something else. I can't remember what.
Attack
And
rolls
they're
have-
incapacitated.
And they're incapacitated, yeah. All right, so they can't take anything else on your turn?
I'm going to just step back to here. Turn.
All right, they can't take actions or reactions. They also can't save on their turn. They stand still. Rain.
5.
And this
10.
lasts for 1 minute, so you guys have 10 turns.
Oh, it's
Okay. I was
Let's
able
see
to
him.
get this far my movement. I will take my interaction just to kind of gaze in awe at this marvelous creature, how beautiful and unique it is, and then I'm going to use my dash to just move past it. 5, 10, 15, 20. What happens here? Is this like just a wall that we're up against, or?
Yeah, it looks to be of the relatively same burned poisonous wood that you've seen elsewhere. But you do see
Okay.
the walls extending further this direction.
Okay, 25. I'm going to start going that way, and I'm just in awe of these things I've never seen before. And turn.
Orixis.
So Rixus does remind everyone that we'll have to deal with these things on the way out, but nevertheless, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Or will they?
25. Can I move that way?
Yeah.
Yep.
30. I'll dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. End turn.
Fillarin.
Oh god, Phil's gonna move 120 feet.
It's going to cut their throat. No,
in the opposite direction.
No, they're not surprised.
No, I'm
Nope,
not.
you're good.
Okay. Thank you for answering my next question. Yeah, I figured as much.
What was that?
I said, no, they're not
They were
surprised.
surprised.
Mhm.
You could probably... no, never mind.
I mean, you guys already ran
Nothing.
past it, but I was gonna say we have the option of either like surrounding it and just like
the hell
destroying
out of it.
everybody hitting it in one turn, or we can just run past it. Either way.
Yeah, you've now seen Rain approach it and stop, and Orixis just dash right past it with no heal effects. So you know you're good to get past him if you want to.
Oh, they're not attacking us.
Well, they're incapacitated.
Right. For the next for the next 10 turns, they're incapacitated.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
hypnotized.
so we're just making a mad dash. That
Yeah, well, do it the same.
can I take the dash action twice? I can do that, right?
Yeah, because you can bonus action dash.
Yes.
You dash, and move.
90 feet.
Fucking
Yeah,
rogue.
it would be 90 feet. Yes. So there's one.
Rosera can do even more,
Can
right?
do that as well, yeah.
So I can't move through here?
Yeah, you can go diagonal to where
Go
next
up
to
to
Rain.
by Rain.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
You have to go around the Triceratops, but yes, you
Yeah,
can.
right.
Um,
So there, and then 1, 2.
As you move past the Rixus, you hear Kelly.
You hear what?
Coward. 6.
Yeah, where's
Yeah, and I think I only get 2 actions, right? So that would be my turn.
All right, Bobo.
What was gonna stay in my head?
Rosera.
Same thing.
Yeah, so you have to kind of sidestep Rain there.
Yeah.
So your first 30 feet gets you here in the square next to Rain if you want. And then you can go further
Okay.
left.
And then I can... Okay. Kind of spooky because I can't see it.
Oh wow, she's gone.
All right, I'm going to stay right here.
Uros is like,
Sort of
guys?
Corner.
It's Zerkris.
Hey, Loros, I'm gonna go into. You could follow behind. 5,
on your
10,
back?
15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, done.
Shin.
Well, apparently no one's I guess we're leaving them alone for now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And so for 10 turns they cannot move.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Then I will be okay moving using my bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I come here? 30?
Yeah, can you bonus action dash or did you mean action?
Oh, I mean, action.
Okay, I didn't know if there was some paladin thing I didn't know about.
Yeah, done. Enter.
All right, Wilros, as you begin to move towards the fortress, you are able to successfully move unrestricted.
Alright.
You son of a bitch.
All right, Triceratops continue staring at you as you walk past. Rain.
Oh, I was muted. Alrighty, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And turn.
Orixis.
All right, sorry. Let's get back to my keyboard real quick. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Where am I?
I'm still gonna regret this, guys.
5, 10, 15,
YOLO.
20. Oh, actually, hold on. I was here, right? There or here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Should we?
30.
You were next to Shin.
Do we have... Do I feel any poison closing it around me here?
The air seems fine to breathe. You're not sure what would happen if you touched the walls themselves, but it seems passable.
Don't.
Let's see. On here. I'm not gonna do that. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. End turn.
Villain.
Running, running, running.
And the rogues keep running, running, and running.
Running.
Mhm.
What does Rosera have? That doesn't she have a special movement thing, or is that only up walls?
Yeah, she can
No, that
climb
was
at
how-
normal
that
speed.
was-
Oh, right.
It was distance, so that was when you're thinking of the time where we each had our own room.
Yeah, when you ran up the wall.
Right, it's
Yeah.
because
Find
of
their normal
distance.
speed, yeah.
She has the 90 feet that Flareon has, but she also can climb up walls at normal speed because she's a thief.
Gotcha.
What?
So
That's
Flareon's
amazing.
Flareon's max movement is 45, but her max movement in any direction is 90.
Cool.
Wait, how is my max movement 45?
Climbing.
Because if you climbed, you would
Oh.
only be able to climb at half speed.
Gotcha. I can't. I have to pass through Rosera to go here, right? Or go around.
Yeah, it's probably a break even. It's 10 feet to move through.
Is it 10 feet on both moves or just the one?
No, it's 15 feet to get here. So you have 75 after this.
5, 10. Yeah, so it's actually quicker for me to go through her. 10, 15. Okay, and I've got 75 from there.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
If you want to use it all. I mean, you don't have to, but
I mean, alright, fine. I'll use them in groups. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
it's
can't see
my
shit
mark
from
if you
here.
want it.
I didn't see your mark.
Sorry, my ping.
Still not seeing your ping, but okay. This is just
Look further
there are
up.
No...
You got a ways to go. Am I not set the ping? Oh, I'm on the freaking GM layer.
Please.
Yeah, it's cool. As long
Here,
as
now you can see it, right?
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, it is a straight hallway, so I am
Alright,
just
there we
gonna
go.
go straight there. Yep.
Bobo staying?
Yeah, it's in my head.
Rosera.
Hallway.
You can move 10 feet past Flaren.
Enter.
Zerkris.
I'm gonna try to get on this move train.
Where the hell?
You guys still see my arrows?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder. I drew them, then did hide from others, but it
2,
doesn't hide again.
Uh,
Ah, interesting.
5. That's on
It also never hides from the DM, I think.
30.
Oh yeah, I can always see it. I'm pretty sure.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay, done.
I
Jin?
do a lot of magical arrows.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't see a thing. Oh, hold on a sec. 30, and then action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I wave at Rexus.
Yeah, as you move into this hallways, it is definitely even darker in here than the outside. There's a dim glow coming from some of the walls and the floor itself, where it seems like it's been damaged by whatever it is that's also damaged the trees that you've seen before. But it is mostly dark inside here.
Freaking
Where else?
You said drinking a potion is a bonus action, right?
Yeah, the first one.
All right. I'm gonna drink this route of what is it?
Tracelessness.
Called? Yeah.
You're doing it before you move.
Yeah.
Okay, don't move.
Uh-oh.
What the heck?
Let's see, what does that taste like? It tastes like mud. As
Very acidic. It tastes like mud.
yeah, from the
Slow
smell,
me down,
you
isn't it?
thought it would taste worse than it did, but it actually doesn't taste all that bad. And as you finish the last drop, and you kind of look down at the filter in your hand still, and think, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then as you're looking through it, behind your hand and right in front of you, suddenly a creature spawns.
What?
Wait, what?
What the F is this?
Just poofs into existence.
What did you just drink? What are you doing?
Did you drink the
We were
surprise
doing
shit?
so well.
I drank one of the potions from our friend. It makes me untraceable for a minute.
Well,
And it just stands there and kind of goes, ah! You are free to move now.
You have a friend.
Is it like attacking?
It seems
me?
hostile. It can't attack
So I'm
you.
not
It
free
can't
to
attack you
move,
yet,
per se.
but it seems hostile.
Okay.
You would think that moving could potentially cause it to attack you.
Okay. I can't move through it. I'm going to slap it with my sword.
Oh shit! None of us know this too.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're all the way behind.
Rain sees it.
That misses.
Okay.
well, Rose, run!
I'm gonna. Whoops.
I'll help you deal with that on the way out.
5, 10, 15.
As you move out of its range,
The roll.
Rain, where do you go?
What?
I'm moving towards
it
you guys.
is
Oh, okay.
going to swing its tail around, and you see a pointy end on the end, and it stings at you. Oh, sorry, I'm on a
What's the
whisper.
roll? No problem.
The roll is a 14.
I will bardic. What do you call it? Cutting words.
Cutting words. Cut
Uh,
away. Don't roll a
what
1.
is it again? 1d10 now.
Is it?
1d8 at level 5. Right.
All right, the attack misses.
All right. And so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm gonna turn around and look at it, not to turn my back to it. And turn.
It looks
I
back
didn't
at you
take
and
damage.
it
Okay, good.
bares its teeth and just kind of growls a little bit more.
A little imp devil.
Yeah.
Triceratops
I write in my
continues
notebook.
staring.
Talk to the dude in the potion store, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Oh, don't
what
let
doesn't kill you doesn't.
True.
Oh, makes you stronger.
Rain.
Having seen this thing attack Willow Rose, I'm going to take a step down to get a clear shot. I'm gonna whip a sling at this thing. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my sling?
Can't be that bad. We got this potion at level
Well-
1, right?
Miss.
Shoot. Okay, that was 5. Good luck, Willow Rose. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And turn. Catch up, Willow!
You use your action to attack.
Oh, you're right. 5, 10, 15. I'm back.
Hello again.
Arixis.
Amazing.
What I have heard or seen, I don't know why I would have seen it, but I've heard any of that commotion from Rain, like chucking a thing at a thing.
You would have heard me go, ah! And then I would have kept running.
I would have heard the on your own, Wilbur.
Rain coming close and going back again.
I'd say you're a little
Yeah.
far to have heard the thing's growls, but you would have seen Rain suddenly step back, turn around, and just fling a rock at something, and then come back down the hallway.
Can I use a free action to awaken Mind Rain and ask what the hell his damn problem is?
Is that not an action?
We haven't been using it as an action.
Well, isn't it just
I've
like
been-
talking?
Yeah, awaken Mind
Yeah,
Rain.
I guess you can.
In that case, I do that.
Will Rose took a bad edible. He's fighting something. It seems small. He'll bring it to us. Don't worry.
It's so bad, it's affecting other people.
It's literally the worst trip of all time. I start chuckling to myself and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. Hello, coward. 20, 25, 30.
I think it's love.
Am I okay, like, on the wall here, or am I, like... I'm not touching the wall, am I okay, like...
No, you're
the wall?
okay being adjacent to it, yeah.
Okay. Alright, end turn.
Where are you moving so quickly?
Moving 60 feet on my turn.
All right, Wilros,
I started ahead of you, by the way, Fillerin.
Okay.
turning and staring at this creature that's appeared in front of you, suddenly vanishes.
What?
It's invisible.
Oh shoot, we're screwed.
And then it appears right in front of you as it strikes out again with its tail.
No, it's gonna break concentration.
No, not yet.
With advantage. Oh, cool. 13.
What? Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Cutting words. That one's free, right?
Yeah, you're guaranteed to roll
What's
one.
your
So
AC, dude?
13.
13.
Oh shit.
I didn't really
Why are
know
you
what-
so frequently close into melee range with a 13 AC?
Yeah,
I
like,
only
I
go
would-
into melee when it's the end of the battle.
if I knew your AC was 13, I would have gone back and helped. Like,
What is it attacking? I can't see shit from my angle.
You can't see it. It's like an imp or something.
Wait, is that the thing that you drank?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
disengage and run and let it fight me.
Yeah.
All right. It continues to growl at you and turn. Learn.
Think stuff.
Guess what?
You're far enough ahead. You have no idea this is happening.
Nope. 25, 30.
Yo, where's Phil?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Gone. He's gone.
5, 10.
As you step
Uh-oh.
beyond
What?
that point there,
You're gonna fight a dragon.
you notice the branches that are fused into this wall suddenly begin to move as they reach out and lash out at you.
The branches here. Okay, boy.
Shoot, does this set to whisper again? What the heck? Does a 15 hit?
Ties.
I hit,
That
right?
hits, yeah.
All right, let me just double check.
Need your beat?
Well, let me make sure that my global AC modifier is actually taking effect here. Yeah, it looks like that hits.
All right, you take 4 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
What?
first off, when attacker have
Why isn't this set to roll damage?
with uncanny dodge, is that only reducing the attack, or would it reduce all of the damage in this attack if I fail this save or whatever? You said con,
Because
right?
it's a saving throw, it's technically 2 separate attacks. You can choose when you want to take it.
Is this the same thing the imp did?
No. right, so you take 5 damage.
Hmm?
Or no, I don't think you can have it because it says you have to be hit with an
Yeah, you have the
attack.
attack damage, so that's the 4 piercing if you wanted.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 piercing.
10 poison.
Oof.
It's technically separate. We went through this with Booming Blade and Erixus because technically there's some technicality where like the saving throw damage is a separate attack and it's not considered a part of the initial attack roll. So it is like rules as written. It is technically like a separate thing and it's not an attack per se.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense.
Right.
That's why I asked.
Okay. So yeah, you take 2 plus 10 poison.
Can I still? Oh, what is this? This looks like the trees reached out to me.
You still have the remaining movement. Now seeing that, getting a better look at it as it's struck out and attacked you, you see that there's like a swarm of snakes that are nestled into the branches of these trees.
Ooh. What?
Oh, so got it. How close, like, is the tunnel as designed, basically? Like, if I move here instead, I'm like far enough away from the wall, or would I feel comfortably far away from the walls, or are the walls kind of like all over?
Probably not. You would feel that if you'd passed by these walking through the center, they still would have been able to reach out and bite you.
Okay. So I've used both my action and my bonus action at this point, right? I think I've
You
only
were.
got like 4 points of movement left.
Sorry, I kind of lost track. You were here. I would say that no. I think getting to here. I mean, assuming you use your bonus action first to dash, you still technically have your action at this point.
But no movement in that case.
Right. You can take an action or you can dash.
Well, it's not close enough for me to attack, so I'm gonna risk it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. As you step out from the wall, you see another separate section of branches begin to move.
Mm-hmm.
As another set of snakes lashes out against you. 19 hits for 8 damage, and another Constitution saving throw.
You already used your reaction.
I know.
Oh boy.
You fail, and you take.
You passed.
Oh no, sorry, you succeed. You succeed. Sorry. I saw the 14. I thought it was DC 14.
Sure.
Do I take nothing?
You take 16 poison damage. Or sorry, 8 poison damage. Math is hard.
Ouch.
Oh.
Where is he?
Way around the corner.
Like, I don't
Rogues are very fast.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Way to run ahead.
All right, that is. Oh, you still have a little bit of movement left. I pulled you back. You have another 20 feet.
I have 20 feet left?
Yeah, you moved 10 feet from. You were on this thing square.
Can you yell out and tell us
You're
that
sure you want to go
someone's
back?
Yeah, like, are any of us close enough to hear this? Am I going to walk into the same snake trap?
You're sure you want to go back?
Am I
Do
sure
you want to go back?
back?
Just asking.
I mean,
DM asks if you're sure.
yeah,
No.
right?
Are you a
I've got
god?
20 feet. I've aggroed 2 sets of snakes in 10 feet along the wall that have almost fucking killed me. I can't do anything but run. If I run further, I might get more. If I loop around, I might also get more.
You should have fought the Triceratops.
No pressure, but I need a decision quickly.
Sure. I can't. So yeah, I literally can't take another action right now, right? My own.
Right, you chose a dash.
20 speed.
Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rip.
Yeah.
All right,
Am I dead?
No, nothing else happens. Bobo.
I'm gonna send Bobo down after hearing Rain, yelling and throwing rocks and stuff. So I'm gonna send him down to look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I see where that creature in Will Rose is. Then I'll send him 5. That's what.
Help.
25, 30, 35, 40. Fly by
Well, hello.
and then come back.
Isn't his movement
It's 60.
60 feet? He can't quite make it
Oh.
back.
So
You
it's
use
not good
so you
around
use
here.
25 to get to this point.
I can count it again.
So reaching
5,
that would be
15,
about 45.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
All right, next attack has advantage. Rosera.
Okay.
All right, so you're
So I
still
would have
unaware.
heard-
You're still unaware of what's happening below you. You're probably close enough that you might have heard Flareon like yell out a little bit, like you get lashed out by these poisonous snakes, but you're not
Okay.
exactly aware of what's happening.
Okay. I would proceed with caution then. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And as you round the corner, you do see these a variety of snakes here, just kind of like slithering across the walls and amongst the branches that the walls seem to be made of, and just kind of like waiting for something to come within reach again.
Gross. I would hit them with something. Oh man, I really wish I had that what was the spell I had the other day? It was pretty cool. Okay, so then I'll go for this pile of snakes that's closest to me, and just without hesitation, I would round the corner and just see them, and seeing that Bulgarian was kind of far from me, I would throw a longbow at that first match.
All right, 22 definitely hits.
Okay.
All right, you see that sail into the mass of snakes. It definitely does some damage and clips a couple of them, but you get the feeling that it wasn't a super solid hit.
Okay. Interesting. I guess
Because there's so many snakes.
Okay. Oh man.
Zorkris.
All right, I have a question. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Can I get Bobo to land on my head and then continue to move?
Sure.
All right, 15.
You can yank him out of the air and place him on your head.
5. All right, so now I can see this little critter bar in Will Rose. So I'm going to
Fireball.
Firebolt.
No fireball, please.
Oh, I have it with advantage. Let me try it.
Yeah, that's true. You do have advantage.
there-
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
That'll work.
One time it actually matters.
All right.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Oh. Why isn't it popping out with HP?
yes,
Hello?
two max
Since when?
Zork with the metal chair.
Oh, I have an 8 and 5 and a 10 and 3.
All right, you see this spectacularly placed bolt of fire come through and just smash this thing right in the face, and it even knocks it back a few feet, but then it just kind of shakes it off and doesn't seem to care.
So, Wilrose, get behind me, kid. What are you doing?
How many turns has it been?
This is 3.
It's gonna be the third.
It's about to be the top of the 4th round.
Do I get a reaction on that?
No, because it didn't willingly
Opportunity
move
is
out of your
willfully,
space.
right? Okay, yeah.
Anything else, Orcus?
That's it. Enter.
Jin.
I mean, I'm in the middle of like nowhere. Like,
Yeah, so you see Rosera up at the top here, slinging arrows
Right,
down the
right.
hallway. You see Zorkrus back here, slinging firebolts down the hallway.
and then did I see Zucker's like yell out like a him like got this?
Well, I told Wilrose
He-
to get behind me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
All right. So knowing that,
It's-
I'm gonna go north.
Yeah, as far as you know, there's just 2 huge Triceratops behind you. That's all you know.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to use my action. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, guys. 25, 30, and turn. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
All right, Wilros.
All right, I will
Run!
I guess run from this thing. Double run?
Yeah, you can now move without provoking opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's a little behind.
5, 10. I'll be far. I mean, I'll look back at Zorkrus and say,
Good luck,
are we
fucker.
killing this thing or are we running from it?
Kill it, but get behind me.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. 5, 10. I'll throw a oh yeah, this is good.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna whisper some sweet nothings in its ears from a distance, naturally. They cast dissonant whispers.
Wisdom save. Doesn't get any benefits.
Damn. All right, 5
Shit.
psychic
Saves.
damage.
It's not half, right?
Yeah, it
This one
takes
was
half.
half.
Oh, it does take half. Okay.
It just doesn't move. All right, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and turn.
Triceratops continues staring at this spectacle of flames. Rain.
Nice. I'm gonna 5 feet it down here to get a eye on this thing. I'm gonna flip it with a sling. 20, yeah. I
20
imagine it
definitely
hits.
hits.
Okay, that would be 5 bludgeoning damage. Yeah. Big damage.
It is. You see the rock impact and kind of glance off a little bit. It does seem to do a little bit of damage, but not quite as much as you were hoping.
Not great. Then I'll go, that was 5 of my movement, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And these things are resilient. All right. Seeing attackers before and behind, these snakes are going to begin slithering towards them. 1, 2, 3, 5.
What?
1, 2, 3, 5.
Where did they come from?
And they are going to start biting against Rosera. 18, hits.
What's their initiative? Does it tiny by any chance?
Oh, it's
I can't see
still
their
sorry. It's still yeah. That's weird that when you. Oh, I know why this is. Okay, hang on.
Because it's the sixth one that's GM layer.
Damn. I have to leave. I have to leave in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. This is.
I'll finish out my turn.
There's 600 of them there.
So wait, what's their dex?
18.
Oh yeah, never mind. Oh, that's what that means. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah. So 7 damage against Rosera, and I need a Constitution saving throw. You take 5 poison damage, and the other one's bite Flaren that hits for 7 damage plus con save.
Oh boy. One sec. The reaction lasts until my next turn, right?
Yes, your turn is not. You regain reaction at the top of your turn.
Okay.
So you have not regained it yet.
So I'm gonna die.
Couldn't Rosera have used hers as well?
My
If
what?
she would have. Her
Does she
uncanny dodge.
have uncanny dodge?
I think it's a standard rogue, right?
It's rogue, yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah. If you choose to, you can use your reaction to uncanny dodge and have the that 7 damage to the 7 damage to 3 if you want, Amanda.
Okay. So
Via
Four
uncanny
health
dodge.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I need the con save from Dan real quick.
Oh right.
I think either
Oh
way.
boy,
you're
it doesn't
down,
matter. I'm dead.
But yeah, you are unconscious.
Uh-oh.
I think
Where
both
is he?
rogues have the greater healing potions, though.
Do I
Yes, but
have
they're one of them is unconscious.
Yeah, that doesn't
Right,
help
but
with
you don't have a
unconscious.
greater one?
The other one's not. The other one can help.
You
Yeah.
do have a greater healing potion, yes.
Oh, okay. Weird. I don't see it on my.
Might not
That
be-
may have been given to you on a
give it
session
to
you weren't here.
Yeah,
We had 2 of them.
100%
We gave it
sure,
to
but-
each of you.
I gave it to
Yeah.
both squishy people.
You do each have one. Arixis.
This is for some reason he laughs about the fact that he goes, Matt can never split a party like this. And he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
That's 30.
30, whatever. That's fine. I have 30.
That was 2
Um,
squares. You could have made that in 25 though. You technically.
Oh.
I'll give you 5 more.
It doesn't matter. Can I hit it from here though with Eldritch Blast without?
Yeah, you're fine. If you take the extra 5, you're fine.
All right. Yeah. All right. Does this give me disadvantage? No, right? Because I'm 10 feet away.
No, yeah, you're fine.
All right. I guess I will. I'm assuming you're going to rest after this, so I'm gonna hex this thing, and I'll say I don't know, fucking strength. So it's hexed, and I'll just blast it.
Where is my
Oh shit!
hex? Dang.
That hex, baby.
That misses.
Sure.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Oh my
That's baloney.
The hex is actually pretty good, but the damage rolls are
yeah.
terrible,
I don't even have my my modifiers on it now either.
and that hurts.
It's force damage. I don't know. So I know because I know it resisted something before the way you.
Yeah, I'm
I don't know if it
checking,
was force.
and you feel like that was a
You don't
pretty
have your
solid
contacts.
hit.
All right, I'm Eldritch blasting again.
Rosera, roll.
Give it.
Feast
and
or
the man
famine.
take it away.
No way.
It sails wide and just blasts into the wall behind the snakes.
Rich just kind of like dances in a circle, laughing to himself, and turn.
Flaren. I need a
That's
death saving
Death
throw.
save.
Good luck.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey, oh,
We
that
did
was
it.
so close.
Hmm?
On a 20, you're conscious with 1 hit point.
Oh, fuck.
All right, mark off 1 success.
It apparently already does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice, Mac.
Oh, that's
Rose.
cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Zorkris, you see the imp next to you suddenly vanish and reappear at your side. And he stabs you with his tail and misses horribly. Bobo.
Bobo's gonna fly by and give me some luck there.
Rosera.
Okay. Rosera is going to.
Oh my god, that's how far away Florian is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rosera
Oh, I
is
finally
going
can see you
to
guys.
come and give Villerin a greater healing potion.
Is this the snake?
Yes.
All right, you shove one down his throat. I guess. Yeah, you go ahead and roll it there.
Do it. What do I do?
He already rolled it, so we're good there.
Okay.
He regains 15 HP.
Okay, enter.
And life.
So my eyes open with a start.
Zorkris.
I'm gonna look at this little imp. I'm gonna look at my finger, and I'm going to touch him and cast inflict wounds.
Oh, that hits. I'm pretty sure that's a guaranteed kill. Yeah. Let me double check. Yes, very much so. Extremely irrevocably dead. It just you see the necrotic damage just transfer through your fingers and just shrivel this thing up into a tiny ball the size of a marble. It's just destroyed.
I actually absorbed that damage, but I don't need it because I have
Do you?
I have Brim Harvest.
You don't gain temp HP though. You just regain HP.
No.
Okay, yeah. So you don't regain anything. But yeah, this thing is just
1, 5,
completely destroyed.
20. Like, Wilros, what little guy was bothering you? 25, 30. Done.
Shin.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack this snake, I'm assuming. Just regular normal, right? There's no advantage or disadvantage or anything, right?
Yeah, it's taken some damage, but it is still. You see a bunch of snakes kind of slithering all
Okay.
around each
So
other.
I'm gonna use my helper and
but
just
yeah, it's a normal
swing
attack.
it. Got it.
8 misses.
Alright, extra attack.
12 hits.
Alright. And I'm gonna use
All
my
right. Same thing as. Sorry, what are you using?
go ahead. No, you go ahead. I was gonna use my pawn master afterwards.
Okay, I was making sure you weren't adding a spell, but yeah, same thing as Rosera. You hit a couple of them, but you feel like you didn't deal as much damage as you were hoping.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my pawn master.
Definitely hits.
Sure.
Hey.
There you go.
A max roll. And again, you slap a couple around, but you feel like you could have done more damage.
Alright, end turn.
All right. I know Adam has to jet. Do you guys want to go a couple more rounds and potentially finish this out, or should we end here and pick up next week?
Keep going.
Does anybody else need to leave?
Go for a little.
All right.
Yeah.
Wilros.
I'm good.
All right, Wilros looks at Zorkris and looks back at the imp and he just like shrugs his shoulders and just starts moving.
Yeah, you
Five.
watched him just absolutely devastate this thing.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, And I'll use my action to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Triceratops continues staring as everybody disappears into the darkness. Rain.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and turn.
Get a shape, man. You have more movement.
Yeah. So tiny
right.
legs.
These snakes are going to move towards Shin and bite. Misses.
That's a big miss.
Big miss. And
It's on his
Can I ask,
these other ones seeing. Sorry, what?
I don't think this is the wrong way, but why didn't they attack me?
Shin was the last one to
Shin was
hit
the last
them.
one to hit them?
Yeah.
Uh,
They're not super. They're actually extremely dumb. They're just instinctual beasts. These other ones, seeing Flarin kind of stand back up and look like he's got a little vigor left in him, are going to bite again. That one hits
Oh my god.
boy.
for 9 piercing. You have regained your reaction, technically.
Yeah, I am taking that.
So you take 4 damage and a con saving throw.
God. Well, that's a fail.
For 17. Oh, holy crap.
Back to the pavement.
And Falarin once again drops unconscious.
Oh, what?
No good deed goes unpunished.
I get
Arixis.
up. I get knocked down again.
God. So Arixis is like, he's just looking at this. He's looking at the giant, like, maul that he's carrying. He's just so sad. Like, all he wants to do is bash something. This giant 6'6" weird, crazy man. But he keeps seeing everyone's weapons, like, do less damage than they usually do. He just kind of, like, dejectedly, like, points his finger at the snakes and boom, Eldritch Blast.
Hey.
Hits.
Get a better roll this time. All right.
6 damage.
Floating around.
That's the
her.
same as it
Seems
did last time.
seems effective, but they're still standing. 11 hits.
Hey!
Oh.
Another 6.
And you just barely kill the last snake.
Eric's just like, again, like, just kind of like, you know, sobbing quietly to himself, looks at his finger and goes, blows on it and puts his head down and just, you know, dejectedly 5, 10, like, sad walk from Arrested Development, 15, 20, 25, 30. End turn.
Death saving throw.
Me? Oh,
No, a Falarin, sorry.
don't do that
All
to
right.
me.
1 success.
Yeah.
Imp is dead. Bobo.
Bobo is gonna sit on my head.
Rosera.
I'm going to attack the pile of snakes that's in front of me because, Fillerin, you had your shot at my health. You had
I will
your
let you
chance.
die.
You can if
what?
you have to move away to attack with your longbow, or it'll be disadvantage, or you can attack with your short sword.
Okay.
Do I count for sneak attack anymore?
No, you have
Well, I
to not be incapacitated.
Don't-
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
mo-
I'm pretty sure I know.
moving away, you
Take
will
it
provoke an opportunity attack. From the
Say
snakes.
levy.
Does a steak provoke an attack?
Say levy. It's done.
All right, bites for 18. That hits.
Great.
8 damage. Again,
Okay.
you can have it if you want
I
to
can
4.
what?
You can have it to 4 with uncanny
Okay.
dodge.
Okay.
It uses your reaction, and then I need a con saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Max, stop, man.
You take 24
Did
A lot of
damage.
sixes there.
That's a full
now I'm dead as well.
What is
Did it at least hit? It was
That-
fucking rogues.
No, because
No, man.
technically you don't.
Knocked first.
Yeah, you don't fire the attack until you move out of its range.
This
So
game is
technically,
stupid.
you guys have?
it has hit you first, and reduce you to 0 HP.
Last time I ever helped any of you clowns.
You guys all drink up con? Like,
You know what the
I
best
just
is?
roll a bunch of ones.
Zarkris, you're up.
Zarkis is happily just skipping along. He killed the creature. He doesn't know what's going on. I'm just going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20.
we're all so far behind.
Peter.
25, 30. Hey, guys, what's going on? All right, done.
Rexus,
Shin.
what's going on? What are you seeing? I can see crap.
Nothing. I killed an imp.
Yeah, that's true. You haven't seen it. You're just out of sightline, Shin.
Right, yeah, so I can see a Rexus. I was like, what's going on up there?
Yeah, you saw Rixus just blow up these snakes in front of you, but that's it.
So I can 5. Holy crap.
Yeah, you see
Okay.
Rosera and
2
Flaren
dead elves.
just
And-
lying at the feet of these snakes.
15, 20, 25, 30. No way. I'm such a slow mo. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh my God.
That's all I can do, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Enter.
Laros.
All right, 25. So where these dead snakes are, and yes, 5 more. That's 60-foot range. Let me see here.
I should have moved up.
I still can't believe I rolled 4 6s on that poison
Yeah,
damage.
that's
That's
insane.
insane.
That's a hell of a roll right there.
How
Yeah.
convenient.
Shin didn't attack.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
He uses action to dash.
The rogues were so far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna dissonant whisper. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, 60 feet within range. Dissonant whispers. Level. I'm gonna do it at level 2. Do it. Come on, baby. Right, half.
Save for 8
18.
damage.
9. Half of 18.
Or, sorry, not 9 damage.
All right. And turn.
All right, Triceratops, unbeknownst to you, continues standing still.
I
Rain.
didn't see anything right now, technically.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Still can't see much. 5, 10. I'm starting to see things. Oh,
Starting to see.
20, 25. How far am I from everybody? Checking something out here.
50 feet.
And you used your action to dash already.
Yeah. Good luck and turn.
Hmm.
Thanks.
And do the snakes attack us or Shin?
All right, seeing that they have successfully quelled 2 threats, they're going to turn around and try to bite at Shin.
Before you even do that, can I use my Poem Master?
Technically, you moved into their range. They were already 10 feet away from you when they moved closer to you.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
They miss horribly anyways, because your AC is insane. Suddenly, Arixis, staring at the 2 cowards lying on the floor, suddenly realizes that the walls behind himself are moving. And they're gonna lash out and bite. For 8 damage, and I need a con save.
Oh my god.
Where am I going? Hey!
Alright, you save and take... Holy
Come on.
you take 9 damage.
So 18 total?
Yes, 18 total.
17.
Or no, sorry, 17 total.
Alright.
And it is your turn.
Hold on 1 second. Hold your horses. Alright. I have a decision to make here. I wouldn't have offered to finish this out if I knew there were like more coming. Oh boy. I will bonus action. Use my bonus action. Oh shit, I can't even do that. Nope, wrong. Nope. Pause. Hold on that.
Okay,
use
no
my
hex.
bonus action to Misty Step here.
Oh.
Wait, there's one next to Rixus?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one came in out of nowhere from the wall. Just
This
now.
one?
Yeah,
Shoot.
just now.
Oh my goodness.
And I am going to throwing. No, actually, I'm going to Misty Step here. Ugh, what am I doing? And I'm going to, once again, sadly point my finger at this thing and Eldritch Blast.
Can you Misty Step 40 feet?
Oh no, 30 feet. So here. Here. No.
30
Here.
feet.
I'm just gonna go here next to Shin, and I'm not gonna Eldritch Blast. I'm going to smash this thing. Finally, smash this thing. Ooh, no, I can't do that with my ball. 19.
All right. I was gonna say we would use the other roll, but it's the exact same roll. 19 definitely
Yeah.
hits.
So no necrotic damage, just the 12 or the whatever bludgeoning.
All right. Again, as you've seen other people hitting this, you get the feeling that it's slightly less effective.
Erixus does not care. He is cackling. This is so much fun. He's like, friends, I smash. And raising his maul above his head again, he comes down with another blow. He comes down with another blow.
Kabloom.
Hits.
All right. For 7 damage. Again, ignore the necrotic.
Yep. And again, doing a little less damage.
All right. Did this one use its reaction, or did it get it back yet? I don't remember when Rosera died.
It would have got it
It
back
had
at
its
the
turn.
top of its turn. So it has
So
it now.
It
does have it.
now, okay. So I'm going to go 5, 10 here, and I'm going to end my turn here.
Flare and death save. 1 success so far.
Oh,
2
yay.
successes.
He's on fire.
Bobo.
This guy. I'm gonna send Bobo out 30 feet just to see what's going on. So let's do that. 5. I'm gonna come back to my spot. So let me get him out there.
We got a B-shape going? Come on, Rain. What are you doing here?
5,
What?
10,
I can't get spells
15,
while I
20,
up.
25, 30. So I see what's going on. So then I'm gonna just bring it back to me.
By the way,
All right,
Shin,
Rosera.
I plan on getting Rosera on my next turn.
Well, I mean,
FYI.
mhm.
You see?
Oh no.
It's close.
That
All
was
right, 1
close.
failure.
So you're like on hands for when they wake up and need to be revived.
Yeah.
But can I just heal them on my next turn though? Both of all 3?
No, I'm going to use my potion on
I think you can only use lay on hands
Oh, one.
once.
No, I mean not laying hands. Can I just like do another prayer? I have one more slot.
10 minutes.
Prayer
Oh,
healing is
okay.
10 minutes, so it would be like 360
Alright, fine,
turns.
Yeah,
Try to
I'll
kill-
just attack it. Yes.
Yeah, kill the snake, and then you can heal them when we get them back up.
I know it would be
Well, that's
600.
if I get-
Yeah, it would,
turns, right?
it would be 600 turns before they got back up from prayer of healing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, 600.
Zerkers, you're up.
Oh, I go. All right.
All right, got you. Thanks.
Those T-Rexes are
5,
definitely
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, I can see this snake. So I'm going to. Did that snake ever take any damage yet?
You haven't seen it take any, no. It looks, the swarm looks pretty healthy.
I'm going to cast Firebolt. This is 12.
The 12 hits.
Good plan.
Oh. Wow, that's a good roll.
Wow.
Just double check in here. Yeah, you feel like that was a really solid hit.
All right, end turn.
Shin?
There you go. The obvious.
Hits.
Come on.
Whoops, that's... Oh, no.
No, he's not dead.
I fat fingered a key and I did double-digit negative.
Oh.
Got him.
I believe... That should be its HP.
All right. Extra attack.
Jesus. I rolled multiple ones on every single one of my attacks so far.
Hits.
Welcome to my world, buddy.
At least you're making your death saves.
This is true.
And then, Pawn Master, may I?
You may. Unless you want to use your bonus action for something else.
No.
That hits.
Just, and enter.
All right. Top of this round. Again, I asked, do we want to continue or pick up next week?
I can go one more full round. I can go.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Boros.
All right. I'm going to step away from the walls because I feel like snakes are coming out of the walls.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Snakes on
Somebody
a
pulled
train.
Samuel L. Jackson earlier, yeah.
No, the only reason I'm laughing just pause because one of my seniors who's writing an essay for Columbia is talking about the superstition about snakes coming out of the wall. That's why I'm cracking up so bad. All right, go on. Here.
I've heard of snakes coming out of a toilet before, but not walls.
No, it's yeah.
Hey.
Ooh.
Well, now I'm excited.
All of his
Sleep.
movement away from me.
Push him to the rogues, yeah.
All right, it is just barely standing, and
Wait, what was that?
Listen, it
It is?
whispers.
Oh,
yeah,
I
it moves as far away from you as it can.
Is that its reaction?
Very glad I didn't
It-
loop back around.
Doesn't make it past Shin. Damn it.
Right.
Oh no, actually it moves.
So
It moves
close.
into Shin. Shin can use his reaction.
Oh yeah, you can use your reaction to polearm master it.
All right. So do I do the attack first, right?
Yeah, you still have to attack.
The halberd, right?
Whatever your polearm thing is.
Okay.
Is it a full attack or is it the polearm master attack?
I think I need to first hit first.
But what's the one for the reaction? It's you have to hit, right?
Yeah.
Right, I'm
think
just wondering-
either one, yeah, I still have to hit. Yeah.
Can you only roll the 1d4 or is it take the
No. Okay. So okay.
He rolls
Well,
the attack with the polearm, but then he does damage with the.
Other creature provoke opportunity attack from you when they enter your reach. So opportunity attack will
Oh, it's
still
a
be
full attack.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it's a polearm master attack. It says it's an opportunity attack. So you can make a full
Yeah.
attack with your halberd and
halberd.
do full damage,
Full
not
damage.
not the
Well, I mean,
1d4.
if I hit first. Right. Just,
Yeah.
So I gotta press the halberd first.
Yep.
So sad.
It really hits,
Oh.
Oh, hit?
but
Okay.
Yep.
Fine. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, you deal a full halberd attack. Wow, that's really good. And yeah, it's a little difficult to swing your halberd at just the right angle to hit the last couple of remaining snakes, but you do manage to hit them all and kill them.
Teamwork. All right. That was 5 to go there. 15, 20, 25, 30. Enter.
Triceratops, Rain.
All right, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna look over at Falarin laying there on the ground. Stop sleeping! And I'm gonna do ye old healing word. Bring him back up for. Oh wow, 8 healing. Nice.
Oh, good roll. Oh wow, really good roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Oh, okay. It's a 1d4.
And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, good luck, end turn.
Well, the healing word's a bonus action, right?
Oh, that was my bonus. And I moved. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you still have your action.
Chuck a sling at him.
Shin's. I don't want to accidentally hit Shin. End turn.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm used to it.
Yeah, remember that one time?
Yes.
Oh my
Sorry
god,
about
we hit him
that.
like 17 times.
All right. Let's see. The last one to hit these snakes, I believe, was probably Shin. So they're gonna continue to
Erixus.
try to bite him.
Smashed him.
It wasn't Erixus.
Oh, you're right.
Stop
Shin
trying to kill me.
Misses horribly. Yeah, Shin's initiative is lower, so he should have been the last one.
You're right.
They miss horribly. Erixus.
Brian's been trying to kill me since I just ruined most of his boss battles in Saltmarsh. I mean, I get it. I'm gonna step down and pour one of my like 5 healing potions down. Rosera start. It's 2d4 plus 2 or 2d4 plus 4.
There's a button.
Yeah, so you can just click your your token and hit POH.
Oh my
no,
god!
because
not-
that gives it to him.
Yeah, not you, because that heals you.
Yeah, I'll just remove
So
it. Yeah. Well,
all right.
whatever.
So you do -5. I'll add the 5 to Rosera.
Yep. These fucking rolls for me tonight, Jesus.
All right, Rosera and
Thank
Flaren
you.
are up.
Yeah.
Now kill something.
The rogues.
Flaren.
Yeah,
You get all the sneak attack now.
let's do it.
These things at a 10 AC.
Oh,
you
I'm
better
up.
hit it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yup. Fuck him.
You're in.
Thinking they're resistant to like freaking attacks.
Well, yeah. Now I'm sitting here looking at my HP. Like, wait a second. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Fuck it.
Your HP's not much
Best
worse than
defense
theirs.
is-
Hey, that hits.
So close.
As a
Whole
19.
night of good rolls.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
There's the makeup.
yeah. Have that fucking damage.
Sneak does.
Yeah, it does feel.
Wait, does the sneak? Have?
Is sneak's not a damage type.
1 second.
It's a damage modifier.
You deal an extra 3d6.
Yeah, so I would assume it would be whatever. Yeah, because the attack must be with a finesse or ranged weapon, so it's going to be with whatever
That's
damage
gotta
type
be
is
the
made.
damage
Yeah,
type.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do feel it's a bit less effective, but there's only like 1 or 2 snakes left that are still viable.
Oh, I'm gonna get fucking ganked. Now we got. Okay. There it is.
Definitely hits.
Got him.
And I believe that's a guarantee. Yeah, that's a guaranteed kill. They are very dead.
I brought him back, by the way. I brought him back.
Bobo.
No, away from the Triceratops.
Bobo's gonna stay
Get
in
out
my
of here,
head.
guys. Get out of their sides.
Rosera. You are conscious, and all of the snakes are dead.
Get away from the wall.
Floor.
Yeah.
Get away from the wall and stand next to Shin.
Yep.
Potion.
Zerkris.
So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll stay right there and go, okay, so what happened? I'm late to this party? And turn.
No dash.
No, I'm gonna stick with the crew. Stay behind everybody.
All right, Shin.
Now you're in front.
Okay. Question, Gabe. So if I do lay hand, can I only do it once? Right? For my turn.
Turn.
It's a bonus action, right, or an action?
It's a full action.
Yeah, so you can only do it once per turn.
Okay. So I am going to hold on a second. I'm going to spend 10 HP on Rosera for lay hands. And that will be my end turn.
All right, Rosera, you regain 10.
You're not gonna start moving?
Where am I going?
There we go.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Hold an action to move with us.
Hold an action.
Hold on.
It's a
You know
group.
what? Actually, The last time you moved, you went too far.
Yeah.
All right. 5, 15.
Oh god.
Enter.
Right.
Just double checking. You went to this square, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's like right in front of her. Yep.
All right. Top of the round. Let's
I gotta go.
let's call it here. Yep.
Okay.
So we'll pick up next week. You guys are still in initiative, so please don't move your tokens.
How far ahead of the rogue's gonna get this time?
0 feet.
Far enough to get us all killed.
Yep.
Shin is going in front this time.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. We're gonna wrap it up
Even
here.
though Worrells,
And
don't you have the
take our
most
last couple
HP
things
right
here,
now?
but yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight.
54, right?
Stacy,
We're gonna
the
pick up
police
here
Stacy.
next week with
I mean, I
a
have
bit more
reactions
to
and
come
stuff,
with
but
this
yeah.
encounter,
I think I'm the
should be-
opposite.
should
I
be
think I have
fun.
the most
Should be
AC
real
with
fun.
the least HP.
depending on what these guys choose to do.
That's
But
38.
yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I will catch you guys later,
You got me beat by
and hope
one.
everyone has a good night.